Alright. I was able to get work done fast enough so I can hang out with Paul. Gonna head over to see Corsair? No, Cooler Master. You're going to Cooler Master, right, Paul?
Yeah, you guys are working.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Taxi up. Taxi up. Random transition shot. Alright, we're at the fucking pumps. Hurrah, hurrah. Film us entering the fucking pumps, why not? Give you guys an experience of Vegas trip. Yeah. We actually stayed here before. The problem is it's almost like it's like a 10 to 15 minute drive to like the main strip area. And just like all that adds like a waste of time. So that's probably the reason why we stayed at the Palazzo, but this place was alright. A lot of like this shit looks the same when you go to like every casino. They all have like the same machines or whatever. Yeah, but it just passes security over here. See where we're going. So. Really random places. What do they use? So yeah, they usually rent out suites here because it's like easier than getting or cheaper than getting like a show floor area at the convention. So yeah, we just show up here by appointment. And it's nicer because it's not as loud, and they can set up like the room however they want. So it's common.
That's impressive. You know how much high seeing that chart? You guys want to drop your bag off, be a little comfortable? Like this room here is free.
Sure. Oh, you got a theater room in here. Cool.
Same spot as.
And this sweet.
Joe really so.
He has a theater room here.
Birthday is at the end of the week for CES every year, so Sunday this year.
Cool. So when I was in Taiwan, actually, Cooler Master was one of the cool little main headquarters that we went to visit because their show display. A lot of people did like that video when I made it in Taiwan. So this is their suite here in Vegas. As you saw, they had like a theater room in this area. They had a pool table in there as well that supposedly was out here, but they picked it up and they just moved it over there to open up the area over here. He usually helps us out the most. This guy's new. He's I guess introducing him how to deal with the content creators like Paul. Some guy in training, a rep. Basically, what it's like standing in a room like this. Pretty cool. And yeah, Paul's getting a rundown. So pretty much mainly what he's going to focus on is getting a bunch of shorts. Because this was the deal with Cooler Master this year. Not much video-wise, just more like shorts. All right, so far from the looks of it, I mean, a lot of the stuff here is not necessarily new. I mean, there's new stuff, but I mean, it's nothing like, wow. As you can imagine, just pretty much everything around here is related to AI now. So a lot of the stuff, I do remember seeing it at Computex. They did have like a little, almost like a circuit breaker or some kind of like a device to protect your GPU if you use a 12VH power thing. I guess the thing that they're showing us is about this is because Cooler Master, obviously, they focus on all the cooling solutions, and they're showing us how data centers are becoming a thing. You know, this is something that you can actually create for yourself if you want to create your own little data center, at a smaller scale. If you want something bigger, then obviously you get a bunch of these devices here where you get to cool it, and you can monitor the temperature of the water and other good shit. But I don't know, it's interesting, technology pretty much to help cool off your tech. Yeah, I remember seeing this stuff up in Taiwan. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is way past my understanding, I'll admit. I just fear for those that maybe have a better understanding of this stuff, you'll probably appreciate this stuff more. This is the LTL Interact CDU. It's kind of interesting this year, since pretty much the main topic nowadays is nothing but AI. Video-wise, it's been pretty easy for us to film because hardware-wise, there's actually not that much to show in regards to something that's new. From my end as an editor, pretty much everything's been simpler to edit because it's just this hardware here, something related with AI. AI is a software. It's not like you can show it per se, but this is like, oh, here's tech to go along with AI kind of stuff. I don't know. That's kind of like the vibe that's been going on this year. It's interesting. I got packed. Cool. So we just had like a presentation in that area over there in the back of the room. Basically, there's like a case that's in development, and no filming was allowed back there. So yeah, basically just a case that was in development, some like high airflow type of thing. It's pretty neat. It's kind of interesting to witness. Kind of take it for granted, but like pretty much everybody, they'll ask Paul's opinion on like a case, what will like the viewers like and stuff like that, and like they want to like, get feedback before they move forward with like a major project like they have back there, which I thought was kind of neat. So they do take Paul's opinion, when developing products, and also what would the fans want? You guys leaving comments, feedback, stuff like that, because obviously before they go into production making the product, they want to make sure it's something that people will want. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that. People asking his opinion, before they move forward with the major production, of a case over there. All right, it's almost 11 o'clock. That's cool, interesting. I think I'm gonna either head to the office to keep working, or I'm just gonna follow Paul around. Shit, Paul doesn't know. All right, ended up sticking with Paul. Kind of like last minute, we figured out what to do. This is the Waldorf Astoria Hotel? The fuck? Waldorf, never mind. I've never been here.
It has an impressive lobby.
Know where to go from here?
Inside.
All right, that's a good fucking answer.
I think that's
You're like, where to go? Inside, okay. Justin's the one with the nice hair. Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, it is nice here. Look at that. Royalty. Oh yeah. That's why I like exploring with Paul. I get to see some cool stuff. Paul went to go take a piss. I'm just waiting for one of the reps for Corsair to come down and pick us up. So we're just chilling here in the lobby area, which is very nice. So cleaning the white tile here. It's pretty neat. Yeah. Take it all in, guys. Fucking fancy. Yeah. Alright, so I made it up to a Corsair room.
Pretty cool, right? So if you guys want to get footage,
Oh, is that Elgato stuff? All right. Oh, they're actually Elgatos, like buttons. You can actually push these things. What the fuck? Oh, cool. All right. Hello. Interesting. Yeah, these are actually Elgato buttons. You actually press them in. Interesting. All right, these are pretty cool.
standard. I set my stream deck once a year.
Dude, what the fuck? Holy shit. These are nuts.
So we have the standard size, and then we have the XL.
All right, cool. Hey, I'm actually glad I came. They have a lot of cool stuff here. Says they got a Elgato. This is the AI room, apparently. Of course, everybody loves AI, so interesting to see what they got here.
It's a little bit reckless. So I got that gesture, and then the third one says to be the peace sign, or okay sign, I mean. But,
Oh. Same push-ups? Right on.
yeah, definitely push-ups. You want the push-ups again? Now it's registering. Sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate.
Interesting.
Dogs are finicky.
But the workflow is typically like you start with this dev kit, and then you produce all the coding and stuff on here, and then you upload it to the robot, and it can operate independently of this unit here.
So yeah, they're like marketing more. They got the software and their keyboards, which is kind of cool. They got keyboards that have like a built-in Elgato keypad on it, which I think is kind of neat. So basically, you have your keyboard here, and then you got your like Elgato things built in. By default, this could be like a keypad, like a regular keypad. But if you the Elgato software, you can pretty much customize these now to do whatever you need while you're streaming. So that gives the idea is instead of having like a separate stream deck, which you have to like separate your hand to like push a button, you just have it right here. It should be easier and faster. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. And they got like the more advanced like industry size Elgato fucking device here. It's pretty neat. So yeah, they're getting into this industry because this is new from what they told me. Yeah, so also like the cool thing about Elgato is like it comes with like a lot of profiles that you're able to like mess with. So you're able to modify it depending on the game that you want to play. So I forgot the name of this game, something 33, but yeah, you do have pretty much your shortcuts here if you want to like mess around with the game or do whatever you need to do. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, yields aren't always the best.
Both come from you want to just any of the skills. Now you have 2 points only.
So again,
So I just pick this 2 points. And you would just automatically.
All right, so whatever skill you want to do, you already have it. You already have it set up here. It's a shortcut. All right, cool.
And you can switch character like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a switch character with this guy. All right. Oh, neat. I haven't played this game, but that's pretty neat.
This is the game of the year.
Yeah, I've heard. I forgot. What's this? Something 33?
Expedition.
Expedition 33. All right, cool. Thank you. Yeah, neat. There you go. So, yeah. So you're playing, and you could just, boom, instant shortcut, instant access to this stuff, to your commands. I find this interesting. I like it. It's the name of the keyboard, Galleon 100 SD. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, they got my interest. It's pretty neat. I gotta show off how you guys like live life in here. So you guys have a little bar and food and all that.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's
Nice. Yeah, no. You got a full-on kitchen. You got this cool area here.
We need
Excuse me, Pop. I don't know. Just gotta show this. Find this interesting. You got the room here, the living room or whatever. It's pretty neat. Well, here's the kitchen. Here's your coffee. You got it all set up here. I don't know. I think it's pretty neat. All right. I gotta give a shout out to Corsair. They hooked it up with some good food. You got sandwiches and treats. Probably the world's biggest cookie as well. Yeah, they got a nice suite here that they got going on. They got a cool little display area. Yeah, I guess they got money. Well, it's 4:40. Almost 5 o'clock. Shit. Yeah, I've been editing ever since we left Corsair. I want to say, I don't know, 12, I guess, somewhere around there. My guess. I really don't know. I didn't look at the time, to be honest. Yeah, I just came here. Paul gave me some footage and started editing. I'm just been here all the rest of the time. Yeah, when I'm able to, I like to take advantage and go to like these, show floor events, suites with Paul, because otherwise I'll be stuck in the room, not really doing much. Yeah, I'll admit the vibe this year feels way off in the sense of like everybody just is pointing towards AI. I mean, like there's really no denying it. Everybody jokes about it. Like everywhere you go, there's like a poster with the words AI printed on it. It's just like that's how it is this year. People make the joke and be like, "Oh, take a shot every time you hear the word AI." I mean, shit, you'd be dead if you fucking follow that game. Seriously, it's fucking everywhere. But anyhow, thanks to Corsair, they actually provided lunch. That was good. The plan is later we're gonna meet up with Kyle and Aaron. Aaron, if you've been following Kyle, he's been doing like a live stream pretty much the whole time he's here. The show floor, and it's like a nonstop live stream. So that's what he's been like doing this year. The guy that's holding the camera, his name is actually Aaron Chung, I believe. I actually met him in college. Because of him is part of the reason I have a job. Through him, I met Steve, Paul and Kyle's friend Steve. He actually introduced me, or tried to introduce me with Logan from Tech Syndicate. I even submitted my reel and did some paperwork, but they didn't accept me. Eventually, I ended up meeting Kyle. I did some video work with him because of Aaron. And then eventually through Kyle, I met Paul. And then pretty much that's how I ended up working with Paul, So I met this guy, Kyle's camera guy in college. When I went to school, that was my main goal. I was trying to like network, meet people, be like, oh, right. And, I was editing at the time doing VFX work, and I was trying to like, network make friends that want to be filmmakers and like and try to team up with people and stuff like that. And yeah, that was a good choice because that's how I met Paul. I met a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy kind of thing. So yeah, I was happy to see him this year, and he's helping Kyle out, because they're friends. And yeah, we're gonna have dinner. It's gonna be fun catching up and just hanging out, having some steak or ribs or whatever the hell I feel like eating later. I'm trying to eat healthy, so I might get something with a lot of veggies. I really don't know, but usually around these events, it's very simple to eat junk food, and I'm trying not to. Get some whole cashews, no salt. Get some beef jerky and a bunch of water. And yeah, I'm trying to like eat as healthy as possible because yeah, that shit can make you feel sick after a while. As is, I got sick the first day I had dinner here. Fuck. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna keep on working here. I'm just doing like a few shorts, and yeah, we're gonna have dinner later across the street here. So I'm excited for that. All right, see you in a bit. Peace. So I'm here with Aaron that I told you about earlier, but he doesn't want to be on camera, so.
Okay. I mean, I'll say hi if you're gonna introduce me like that.
So yeah, this is my buddy here. I met him in Fullerton College, and because of him is how I met Kyle and both Paul. He's been helping Kyle with the camera work. So yeah, but he's camera shy, so I'm not gonna bug him too much. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna go to Gillies over there, and like yeah, we're gonna have some steak. Pretty excited for that. Usually crossing the street is kind of a fucking mission here because it's so crowded. Yeah, but it doesn't look that bad this year. Yeah, it's actually not that cold also. So, oh yeah, definitely the honking, that's for sure. It's actually not that crowded, yeah, possibly because of the overall emotional vibe of how people feel towards tourism. It's really not that crowded this year, I'll admit. Interesting. Yeah, I'm surprised it's actually not that packed. It's kind of nice. Usually it'll be like so crowded, a lot of people mad and honking and people crossing the street and all that, but yes, none of that's happening this year. Here.
This is my first time. I don't know what you mean. You'd have to ask him. I'm really along for the ride.
You're like, I'm just following him, fucking.
I really am.
Gillies. That's our ritual to come and eat here. Have our fucking carne asada.
Yeah,
of course.
Sorry, nice to meet you, dude.
I'm not big on filming myself eat, but I'll show some footage of us eating a bit, or show you the food, and then I'll call it a night. Yeah, New York steak. Fuck yeah. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.